Under the silent night sky, the battlefield finally comes into view. At their head rides a crimson-haired paladin, her red cape snapping in the wind. Beneath her helmet, her eyes harden. I was careless. A memory flashes. Someone once warned her that orcs don't always stay. Beyond the border, I should have expected an ambush. Her thoughts shatter as thunderous hooves echo ahead. Silhouettes clash in the distance. The orcs are still fighting. A massive gray beast roars. Blood-red eyes blazing as it raises a crude weapon of bone and metal. The formation tightens. Get in position. We're charging straight through them. Her voice rips across the battlefield. Charge. White horses surge forward, dust exploding beneath the blazing symbol of the Holy Kingdom as the Paladin Order crashes. O Lord, your servants are afraid. Please grant us strength. The sigil at her chest ignites. Silver energy floods into her horse, its hooves flaring with divine speed. Faster. They charge deeper, then something feels wrong. A massive skull floats ahead, wrapped in glowing crimson cords. Its empty eye sockets burn red. The ground hums. A purple magic circle erupts beneath them. Too late, the spell detonates. The earth collapses. Horses and paladins vanish into darkness as rocks explode upward and screams tear through the air. Trap. She's thrown from her horse, reaching helplessly toward her falling knights. No. She plunges after them, the world spinning into chaos. One thought echoes as she falls dead. I make the wrong decision. Again. Her hand reaches for the fading moonlight, then darkness takes her. Sivilla crashes. Onto cold stone. Pain tears through her body. Dust fills her lungs as consciousness wavers. Memories surface. She remembers praise. Hands reaching out. You're amazing. She trained endlessly. To meet those expectations until the day her sword struck down her own. Brother, that was the moment she realized. The blade would ruin her life. Priests called it God's will. Promised salvation. Forced her from battlefield to battlefield because her brother feared she'd surpass him. Now, buried beneath shattered earth, Sivilla exhales shakily. Be bull. Shit. For the first time, she doesn't know if she's fighting an enemy or a destiny forced upon her. She forces herself. Upright, her knights lie scattered injured. Groaning, she grips her sword and freezes. Oil coats the handle. Slowly. She looks up at the cliff's edge. Massive orcs stand silhouetted by torchlight. More torches ignite. More figures gather, flames spread, the canyon glows crimson. From ambush to fire traps, her breath trembles. What can I do now? How do I survive this? The orcs answer by raising their torches higher. Sivilla stands straight, armor stained, eyes hollow. What did I live for? Then Sivilla, severed orc head, crashes beside her. Blood splashes across the dirt. Open your eyes. A torch ignites golden and radiant. A strong hand grips it. Wrapped in blue divine energy. Is it really that hard to ask for help? She looks up. The armored man stands above her, the prince bathed in calm blue light. Are you okay? A rope drops beside her. She grabs it with trembling fingers. Thank you. I owe you. He pulls her up, steadying her weight. Your Highness, for a brief moment. The battlefield fades, leaving only the two of them beneath a cold night sky. The Holy Kingdom's vice captain steps forward and kneels deeply. Vice Captain Fennec greets the Third Prince of Briol. Please forgive my rude behavior. Prince smiles calmly. I accept. And I trust the Holy Kingdom will return the favor when Briol is in need. A distant scream cuts through the air. Orcs surge forward, then halt. They're retreating. A knight shouts, the prince is already moving. After them, his voice hardens. Do not let them escape. Yes, sir. The army surges into the night once more. Purple magic detonates as corrupted arrows rain down. From the smoke, the prince steps forward, calm, composed, wrapped in swirling blue aura. His sword hums with power. He smirks at the enraged Orc commander. Looks like he's upset. Because of me. Blue light intensifies. I guess. He raises his blade. I'll take the bait. Looks like the Orc commander is really mad. Because of me, blue energy coils around his armor like living flame. He lifts his sword, its blade glowing with radiant mana, and smirks. Well, I should respond to his provocation. Ahead, dozens of orcs surge forward, the earth shaking beneath their charge. Yet Yuri steps out alone, his presence sharp and overwhelming. Behind him, a fellow knight panics. I'll be back, Yuri says casually. Yuri, you're not going in there alone. But he's already gone. In a burst of blue light, Yuri launches forward. The shockwave splits the ground beneath his feet as orcs roar and swing massive weapons. One lunges first, screaming as it brings its blade down, but Yuri is faster. A crimson strike tears toward him. Time slows. Sparks explode as steel collides with glowing mana. Yuri twists instinctively. Boots skidding across the dirt as Bernard's teachings echo in his mind. On the battlefield, variables are endless. Let your body choose the path. The attack slams into the ground behind him, erupting in a violent explosion. Yuri launches upward, aura blazing, and drops straight into the crater. Blue energy spirals around him as he descends like a bolt of lightning. Orcs look up too late. His blade flashes. A single glowing slash tears through the horde. Shockwaves ripping bodies aside. Blood sprays across the battlefield as Yuri lands, cloak trailing behind him. Expression cold and focused. More orcs rush him at once, 3 moving in perfect formation. 2, dangerous for most knights, but Yuri only grins. It's been a long time since I returned to the battlefield. I need at least this much to feel satisfied. His aura erupts. Something clicks. Everything slows. The battlefield aligns. The perfect route. The cleanest strike. The fastest kill. This is Heart-Soul Slash. A sudden pressure crashes down. Yuri looks up. The Orc commander towers above him. Veins glowing as it raises its weapon for a killing blow. Then lines of light flood Yuri's vision. Sword paths. Optimal trajectories. He moves. Steel flashes. Blood explodes. The commander howls as Yuri's blade carves through its body, guided by flawless instinct. The monster lashes out again, but Yuri is already gone again and again. The glowing paths guide his strikes. A final impact detonates in a violent red burst. When the mist clears, the Orc commander collapses lifeless. Yuri staggers slightly. Breathing hard, my body still isn't fully keeping up. Still, he straightens, standing amid corpses and shattered ground. He grips a broken weapon and lifts it high. ORC foot. His voice echoes across the battlefield draw, chaotic, victorious. Another orc steps forward, massive and scarred, gripping twin axes. Red eyes burn with fury as it prepares to charge. Yuri strikes first. His blade crashes down in a blue explosion of force. Driving the orc backward despite its block, Yuri smirks. More orcs gather behind it. Hesitating, then dash thud. A severed orc foot hits the dirt. The ground seems to grow colder. A towering figure steps forward, the orc commander's successor. His presence alone crushes the air. Yuri doesn't flinch. He stands tall. Blue mana swirling around his blood-stained armor. Eyes locked on the giant ahead. Nearby, the prince smiles weakly. Blood streaking his face. It's all thanks to you, Yuri. But before the moment can settle, heavy footsteps scrape behind him. Too late, a massive fist slams into his face, the impact ripping through the clearing. More orcs emerge from the shadows. Their leader steps forward, bow in hand, red eye blazing as a twisted aura erupts around him. The battlefield ignites once more. Night settles over the town, the tavern glowing warmly against the dark sky. Laughter spills into the streets as soldiers come and go. Buzzing with excitement. Inside, mugs slam against tables. I'm telling you, it's true. One soldier shouts. The prince jumped in and caught a falling torch right out of the pit. His friends stare in disbelief. It was insane. Another soldier laughs, admitting he once heard rumors that Prince Yuri was useless in a fight, just a royal who gambled all day. Well, he is ridiculously good at cards. A drunken knight suddenly jumps up, eyes sparkling. Those rumors were nonsense. Prince Yuri clearly inherited His Majesty's blood. Hey, he's drunk. Who gave him booze? In the shadows of the tavern, a hooded woman watches quietly. Prince Yuri. He's strange. She lifts her cup calmly. He saw through my assassination techniques. And now he walks straight into the battlefield. Her gaze sharpens, sometimes. It's like he can see the future. Later, the same woman sits alone, stirring her tea. She calls the innkeeper over. I'm looking for someone, she says calmly. She describes him: dark hair, a sword, highly skilled. That's vague, the innkeeper admits. Then she adds one detail. He doesn't speak continental well. His accent stands out. Recognition flashes across the innkeeper's face. He recalls a man who ordered risotto without spices, then asked for directions to Balshard. The woman slides him a coin. Got it. As he walks away, her expression hardens. Balshard. The gathering point of the Orc Alliance, and the same direction the prince. Whence she stands, she needs to find him. After the battle at Gid, Yuri and the knights ride without rest. By nightfall, they set up camp deep in the forest. The soldiers move efficiently, far more prepared than before. Yuri watches with a small smile. Everyone's gotten faster, he notes. Sir Raymond agrees their bodies have already adapted. Yuri heads out too. Scout, watch things while I'm gone. Yes. Your Highness? He walks deeper into the forest, too quiet. There's a higher chance of a night attack than I thought. The air shifts. Something is watching at sunset. Raised voices break the silence. Two soldiers stand over a trembling old half-orc, hood pulled low. Don't draw attention to yourself. One snaps. The half-orc lifts his face, terrified, tears streaking down gray skin. The soldiers recoil. Filthy half-orc. Looks like a spy. I'm not. He pleads. One soldier yanks an object from his hand. Stolen, huh? Please give it back. The soldier lifts it higher. This kind of thing should be destroyed, hey you. The soldiers freeze. Prince Yuri steps forward. Expression cold. Get lost. They panic instantly. Salute and run. Yuri turns to the half-orc. You okay? Yes. Thank you, Your Highness. Yuri kneels beside him. Want me to punish them? The half-orc shakes his head. People like beautiful things and dislike ugly ones. That's natural. If you help me now, it'd only push my dream further away. Yuri tilts his head. What dream? To be accepted and live together with others. Yuri pauses. That's a difficult dream. That night, Yuri lets the half-orc chorus stay as an interpreter. But after the subjugation, things will change. Corey stiffens. Yuri rests a hand on his shoulder. You're with Hernando, right? Learn magic from him. Corey freezes in. Shock. You'll need a skill if you want to live among people. Lanterns glow across the camp as Yuri checks. Preparations. All supplies are fireproofed, and officer reports. Another hesitates. Isn't this excessive? Yuri taps the map. This is orc territory. Nothing here would surprise me. Suddenly, a soldier bursts in. We're in big trouble. It's an orc raid. Flames erupt across the camp as orcs crash through the perimeter. Worse than expected, Yuri mutters. Explosions tear through the tents. Gunpowder. A mage shakes his head. It's sorcery. The mana is distorted. Yuri exhales, irritated. They're really going all in. He turns sharply. Hernando wets the counter. Stop the ones throwing the bombs. Yuri nods. Jared Sir Raymond. Yes. Split up and take command. Blue mana erupts around Yuri, his aura flooding the battlefield. As for me, his blade hums, the one doing all this flashy nonsense. The ground trembles under his power. I think it's time I paid him a visit. His presence alone crushes the air. I'll go see. He mutters coldly. His aura erupts outward, flooding the battlefield in blazing blue light. Cloak flaring, expression calm and absolute. He steps forward. Hernando, he says sharply. Where's the spell coming from? That way? All right, I'll be right back. His foot slams down. Mana detonates beneath him. In the next instant, he vanishes. A shockwave rips across the battlefield as he launches forward at terrifying speed, blue flames trailing behind him. The ground cracks as he closes the distance in a blink dot. There the source reveals itself, a lone figure gripping a staff, frozen in realization. But before the strike lands a massive figure steps out of the darkness, glowing red eyes lock forward. Or CVL. Blue mana explodes as the knight charges. Was it you? Steel crashes against steel as Orkfell barely blocks the opening strike. Sparks tear through the air, the ground trembling under their clash. The orc counters instantly, swinging with brutal force. The knight slides back, but never loses balance. Orkfell grins. Incredible strength, strange movements. This one has experience. Still, distance too late. Orkville slams his weapon down. The battlefield fractures as the knight leaps back just in time, debris erupting around them. They face each other again. Blue mana calm and controlled. Red killing in Tentra and violent. The fight begins, Orkville roars and swings with murderous force. The knight meets it head-on. Steel screams. Arms tremble, but the knight holds. He twists upward. Blue mana flaring, then crashes down from above. The impact detonates, shockwaves ripping through the ground. Silence, the knight exhales. Then, let's see. Close up his eye sharpens. What you're capable of, he attacks again. Blue mana erupts as his blade falls. Orkville blocks and dark energy coils around the orc's grip, crawling up his arms like smoke. The power spikes. The knight flips away at the last second as the ground shatters beneath them. Both rise. Blue, mana precise. Purple-black mana dash unstable. They lock eyes. Sweat slides down the knight's face. That is, something's wrong. Twisted mana wraps around Orkville's body, warping his stance, crushing the air with every step. Mana method, the realization settles, an orc shaman warrior. The knight exhales slowly. I should have known when I heard about the incantation. A faint smile forms. That means blue mana erupts violently, swallowing his armor and blade in blazing light. You're the elite here, huh? Its eyes harden. Heart-soul slash. Dark mana condenses across Orkville's body as he charges. The swing comes faster than before. Steel flashes. The blade cuts across the orc's neck. Blood sprays, but the head doesn't fall. Dark mana seals the wound mid-strike. The knight clicks his tongue. He concentrated. Mana on his neck. Orkville roars and retaliates, driving the knight back in a brutal exchange. Fists, blades, mana collide at arm's length. blue and purple crash again and again. This is no longer a test. This is a fight to the death. A violent counter slices across. The knight's neck, blood bursts free. He staggers, then smiles. I get it. Mediocre attacks won't work. Blue mana explodes around his blade. All right. Both charged up blue and purple collide in midair. The impact detonates. The earth collapses into a massive crater. Shockwaves tearing outward as smoke engulfs the battlefield. Silence follows. Dust settles. The orc is still standing. The knight raises his sword. It's over. The blade comes down. Steel pierces flesh, pinning Orkvell to the ground as blood floods the crater. The orc's weapon slips from his grasp. The knight steps forward, boot pressing down, still alive. The orc grins faintly through blood. An elite, a valuable one. Footsteps approach, Your Highness. The knights rush in, then freeze. Orkvell, I'm fine, the knight replies calmly. How's the camp? Almost secured. Good. He looks down at the fallen orc. Gather the survivors, and take this one too. Rain begins to fall, washing blood from shattered stone. The knight lifts his gaze. We'll begin interrogating the orcs. Torches crackle against the night sky, their light reflecting off torn tents and scorched ground. The battlefield has become a temporary camp, tense, but finally under control. The knight exhales. I was just hit by an orc. Behind him, a blond man smiles faintly as warm golden mana gathers around his hands, flowing into the knight's shoulder plates. Come on, he teases. Aren't you the one who got thrown around? The glow fades. It's done. The knight rolls his shoulder once. Good. No serious damage. Excellent. Now, Your Highness. Please wait. The knight turns. Bring it here. Something heavy is dragged forward. An absurdly ornate red chair velvet cushions. Gold carvings gleaming under torchlight. A throne. The knight stares. What is this? A commander must show proper majesty. The blond man grins. I had a woodworker make it. The knight exhales. Of all moments, this one feels the strangest. After a brief pause, he sits. The tension drains from his shoulders. It's not bad. Behind him, the blond man beams. The knight straightens. Ahem. The atmosphere shifts. The view widens. Dozens of bound orcs kneel in rose-bloodied, battered, alive. Firelight dances across scarred flesh. The interrogation begins now. The knight raises a hand lazily. Bring them. One by one. The first orc is dragged forward. A brazier flares. A heated iron descends. Qua. The scream tears through the night. The knight watches calmly, chin resting on his hand. This isn't cruelty, it's procedure. The orc lifts his head, eyes burning with defiance. You have one chance, the knight says flatly. Who ordered the night raid? Silence, then the orc snaps spitting curses. The interpreter steps forward. No need. The knight interrupts. He's insulting me, Gerald. The orc's head is yanked. Back then, slammed into the brazier. Flames erupt. Other orcs recoil in panic. The message is clear. The knight raises his hand. Blue mana coils through the air, forming a spiraling blade of water and light. I'll ask once more, briefly. The mana crashes down. The orc convulses. Screaming, I'll send you off with minimal pain. The water recedes. Gerald. Dispose of him. Suddenly night. The orc thrashes. The interpreter stiffens. He says they don't know anything. They're low-ranking. Another orc screams. The words hit hard. Orkville gave the orders. He's begging us to punish the one above him instead. The knight exhales softly. I can feel his effort. His gaze sharpens. This ambush was at Orkua's order. The orc freezes. The name leaves his mouth. Orkua. A heavy silence falls. King of the orcs, Orkwa, the butcher of countless knights. A target that must be killed. Back in the present, the interpreter explains. The orc isn't begging for himself. He wants a pledge. Answer truthfully, and spare the one above him. The knight smiles faintly. Honor. It seems the orcs understand humans better than expected. Fine, the knight says calmly. I'll pledge. Gerald stiffens, but the knight continues. Yes, the interpreter confirms. The order came from a chieftain, following Orkua's command, and our route. They have a method. Even the orcs don't know how. The knight's eyes narrow. The same method used against the Holy Kingdom. Last question. His voice drops. How strong is Orkua? The orc trembles. He claims even multiple orc-vowels. Couldn't defeat him. Orkua is stronger than any being alive. That may be true, the knight replies quietly. Then his tone hardens. But remember this. He lifts a glowing red gem. Humans are far more. A dangerous smile appears. Cruel and sly than you think. The restraints loosen. The orc panics. Stop him. Purple energy erupts as he lunges forward. The knight doesn't move. He smiles. What a shame. You lack the qualifications to speak of honor. He steps forward. Kill him.
And that's it for today's episode. If you enjoyed this recap and want to see what happens next, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss the upcoming parts. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'm reading everything, and your support really helps this channel grow. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.